Welcome to the Farm Stand Kitchen on this bright and early morning. I'm still caffeinating. That's okay. We can drink coffee and make lemon bread. We're going to do this together today. And our recipe is lemon bread. It is in our Farm Stand Collection cookbook, and it's on page 130. It's called Lemon Quick Bread. It's a really easy one. It goes together really quickly. And boy, is it delicious. I've been making this for quite a few years, and you're gonna see how easy it is. So let's go ahead and go over our ingredients. I'll just read them, and Dave can just kind of pan down here, and we'll just go through these. So lemon quick bread, we're gonna have a 1/4 cup of fresh lemon juice and 3/4 cup of Greek yogurt, and I've already put my 1 teaspoon of lemon zest in there. We have 2 cups of all-purpose flour, 1 teaspoon of baking powder, a 1/2 teaspoon of salt, 6 tablespoons of butter, that's room temperature, and you want 1 cup of sugar, and you want 2 large eggs. And the glaze for this delicious little bread we have right here, which is a 1/4 cup of fresh lemon juice, and I did throw just a little bit of zest in there as well, which is not in the recipe. There's nothing wrong with doing that. And then we have a 1/2 cup of sugar. So that's all the ingredients that you need for this recipe. Now I have to tell you guys, this is just another example. My inbox is jammed every day with people talking about this cookbook. And what the thing that I hear the most is they can open this book about anywhere and have the ingredients in their fridge or pantry. And that's what people love about this book. The recipes are easy. It's easy to find ingredients, and the recipes are always delicious. And you can always find this book on our website in the online store. It's thefarmstandkitchen.com. That's all one word, lowercase, thefarmstandkitchen.com. I'll link it up with this video so you can go grab yourself one of these cookbooks. So let's go ahead and get started. All right. So we're going to go ahead and we'll just follow. So we're preheated our oven to 350, and I'm going to go ahead and spray our loaf pan. Let's just go ahead and do that. Just a little nonstick spray. And then we're just going to set that aside. So we have our loaf pan ready to go. All right, so let's continue on. So in a bowl, we're going to add the yogurt with the lemon juice. So let me kind of scooch these over a little bit so we can have just a little more working room here. We'll get it together. All right, so here's our lemon juice and our Greek yogurt and our zest. We're just going to combine those together, and then we're going to let them hang out. Whew, that smells delicious. I have a couple recipes in my cookbook for, I have a lemon loaf, and I also have this quick bread, and they're both delicious. You might ask, why do you have 2 lemon bread recipes in your cookbook? Well, the cookbook is all 4 of my cookbooks that we combined all together. So all the recipes are in one book. And that's why it has great recipes all throughout. And another thing great about the cookbook here is it's almost canning season, and my whole entire home canning book is in that recipe as well, or in the cookbook as well. Okay, let's just let that hang out. All right, let's continue reading. So we're going to set that aside, and in another bowl, we're going to mix our flour. Here we have our flour, and we're going to go ahead and just add our baking powder and our salt. And I'm just going to whisk those together. I tell you what, a lot of you ask about these little mixing bowls, and I always forget to talk about this when we're doing videos, because my inbox, I'll have like 100 messages asking, where do you get those bowls? And you don't get them here, but so I tell a lot of you where you can get these bowls, but it's a nesting set of bowls. There's 4 of them, and it's a good thing to check on Amazon. The name brand is Kitchen Details. So check on Amazon, even check on Walmart.com for this nesting set of bowls. They have been sold out. I do know that. I've had some ladies tell me, I've been trying to get that bowl set for a couple weeks and it's sold out. That doesn't surprise me because I send a lot of people there. All right, so there's our dry ingredients. Okay, so let's just continue on with our recipe. So, and now we're gonna beat together the butter and the sugar until combined. And we're gonna add our eggs one at a time. So here's our butter. Let me set that aside. Put this up here so Dave can see it. I'm gonna add that in there. I'm gonna take a drink of coffee. All right, now let's just scooch that. Now let me tell you, one thing I'm gonna do today, I did it to this loaf here. I don't do this all the time. This is just yellow food coloring, and I'm going to add 8 drops of yellow food coloring today. That's not in the recipe. Sometimes I do it, sometimes I don't, but I'm gonna do it today. So let's just go ahead and get this mixed up. Okay, now we're going to add our eggs one at a time. Now some of you may ask, why do you add eggs one at a time? The reason is because you want to make sure that your egg gets incorporated into your butter. It's very important for the texture of your breads and cakes and muffins. If it tells you to always add your eggs one at a time, always do it. It's a very important step. You want to make sure they emulsify with your butter, and that gives you a much better texture. So let's go ahead and beat in our first egg. Okay, see there, you want to, excuse me, you want to make sure that that gets completely mixed in with that butter. Now let's go ahead and add another one. And you're totally welcome to fast forward on this part. We're just beating the eggs in. Okay, I just want to tell you guys, so see, like here, that's not good enough, because that egg is not totally mixed in. You're gonna totally see a change in this. So let's just continue. Okay, see there? See how it just totally looks different? Because that's all emulsified into the butter. It's a very important step, so make sure you don't skip that. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and add my 8 drops. Now, this step is clearly optional. You don't have to do this, but sometimes I like to. want to just show you on this. So this one was 8 drops. So see how it's just a little bit yellow, but not, you know, like ridiculously yellow. It's just perfect. All right, so now we're going to start alternating our flour and our yogurt mixture. So let's add that. I'll go ahead and just add a little bit of this as well. Let's do a little bit at a time here. This little beater, David said last night when he was doing dishes, he was like, these beaters are so tiny. This is actually out of our teardrop camper because I gave my other mixer to my daughter because she was in a pinch and didn't have time to go buy one. So I gave her my hand mixer. I'm gonna have to get on Amazon and get one ordered. Dave, do you remember when we bought this mixer? We were on the road.
Yeah, I think we were up in Minnesota.
We were in Minnesota, yeah. Yep, last year.
Wyndham, I think.
Yeah, Wyndham. Yeah, you're exactly right. That's where we were at. That's where we went to that steakhouse.
Yeah, that was really good.
Jack Slade's, is that what it was?
Yep.
Jack Slade's. Oh yeah, boy. That was delicious. Okay, you just want that till it's mixed. You don't want to over mix it. No need to do that. All right, so here's our prepared pan. We're going to go ahead and add this to our pan now. Oh, that smells good. That fresh lemon. Now, I know some of you are going to ask me, can I use bottled lemon juice? You can, but I hate for you to do that because I'm telling you what, you got to have the fresh stuff when you make lemon breads, and you just got to use the fresh. It just makes the world of difference. I cringe every time someone says that to me. I'm like, no, make sure you use the real stuff. I understand. You might be in a pinch where you're way out in the country and you can't get anywhere, but I would say wait till you can get the real stuff. Okay, so that's all you do. You just put it in the loaf pan just like that. So you're gonna pop this into the oven. And you're going to bake this for exactly, I did mine 48 minutes. I wrote in the recipe 50 or till a toothpick comes out clean, but it was right about 48 for me. I said it 45 and I did just a couple more minutes. So it was 48 for me, but you guys know how to bake quick bread. So when it comes out of the oven, we're gonna go through that part. So when you take that out of the oven, when it's hot, still in the loaf pan. So let's just envision that. So then what you want to do is just take a fork and you just want to go through and just stick the prongs in there and just make holes all over it. That's what you want to do. And you need it to be hot as soon as you take it out of the oven. Okay, so here we have our 1/4 cup lemon juice and 1/2 cup of sugar. Now, you can do this when your bread is baking and then just come around and stir it once in a while, but you're just making a lemon syrup is what you're doing here. So while your bread is baking, go ahead and make this part and just let it hang out. And then when it comes out of the oven, just poke your holes and just pour this right on. And I kind of used a tablespoon, I think. That's what I do. I'll just take a spoon and kind of, You just don't want to dump it on there because it's all going to run to the side. But you know, just kind of take your time and get in your fork holes and get it all on there. But that's what happens. And then just let it cool like 20 minutes in the pan, and then just take it out of there and just get it on your serving plate. So that is the way it works. And I'll tell you what, lemon is one of my favorite. Dave too. We love lemon, especially with coffee. But let's just, I'm going to show you this. So here's a piece here. So let's just look at the texture on this. So this texture is kind of like a pound cake. It's not dry and crumbly. It's a little moist, a little dense, and full of lemon flavor. It is, see there, it's so good. It's delicious. I know, Dave, I'm making you hungry. Dave loves lemon. But, okay, I'm just going to have a little bite with my coffee. It is so good. We probably better not have this for breakfast. We better have some protein.
Probably not.
I'm certainly going to have one of these on the side, though. So, all right, here we go. Lemon quick bread.